write and draw the Tom Gates books. And this is a dog zombie. DOGZOMBIES is the name of Tom's band. And Tom's in the band with his best friends, Derek and Norman. And I'm going to draw maybe a few different size zombies. There could be some drool.
Amazing.
Let's get drawing. I'm going to use this brush pen. You can use whatever you want to draw with. And I'm going to start over here. I'll do a circle, and I always do one really big eye and then a small eye. And some scars. Now they're kind of like hunched over. So that's one big dog zombie. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do a little one. So again, start with a circle, different types of ears this time. And again, one big eye, one little one. One thing's for sure, if you're going to draw a zombie, you've got to draw a scar.
Good tip.
Okay, let's draw another one. Draw another one with a different shaped head. This one's going to have pointy ears, slightly different shaped eyes. And just to show you, you can turn anything into a dog zombie. Let's turn Marcus into a dog zombie. Kind of crazy stare. I think maybe his hair should be a little bit of scars. He's got the same kind of zombie walk. So that's Marcus. One more thing to do. I'm going to take a pencil now and just do a little bit of shading underneath the feet. Like that. Just gives a bit of texture too around the eyes. And then there's one more thing to do afterwards. Really important thing to do. Mustn't forget the drool. We all need a bit of drool. 3 different types of dog zombies and a Marcus zombie, just for good measure.
Love it.
I'm going to show you how to draw a dog zombie logo, because every good band needs a logo, and this is it. What I'm going to do is kind of like bubble writing. Start with a D. You've got to have a good logo that stands out. These brush pens are really good for different thick and thin lines. DOGZOMBIES is the name of Tom's band, and Tom's in the band with his best friends, Derek and Norman. Now, all it's missing is a dog zombie. Tangled ears, big starey eyes. This is for balancing on the top. Bit of drool. Just take your pen and draw all the way around outside. There you go, all done. One dog zombie logo, all ready for the band.
It's Liz. She writes and draws all the Tom Gates books.
Right, let's see what's in the box. My favourite bit. Aha! It's a tote bag.
Oh, I see.
What this tote bag needs is a monster. The first thing you need to do is work out your drawing. I've done a little tester here, so I've drawn on a piece of paper already, and that's quite a good tip if you want to slide that into the tote bag so that you don't make a mistake. And also, the other thing you've got to remember is put something on the table, especially if you're using fabric pens or permanent markers. You don't want them getting on your fingers, and you definitely don't want them getting on the table. So now I've worked out my design, what I'm going to do is slide this in to the tote bag. That also stops any markers or anything going onto the back of the tote bag as well.
Got it. Thanks, Liz.
Let's start up here. These monsters are all over the Tom Gates books as a doodle. I just know they're really fun to draw. Let's draw his foot over there. Now, the monster has one big eye and what I call a letterbox mouth, and a little bit of hair. Now I'm going to draw a box underneath. You could write your name in there.
Love it.
let's draw a few stars. Right, now I'm going to start filling up my drawing with those nice lines, like circular lines or just curved lines. You know, it looks really complicated, but actually it's a very simple pattern. It's just about repeating the same curved line and filling up your drawing. There you go. I think I finished doing my black line. So now it's time to put a bit of colour on it. I think green for the monster.
Great stuff.
Might just do a little tester. Oh, that's quite nice. Matches my dress. I'm obviously in a green mood today. You know, monsters could be any colour you want. Okay, that's the monster done. Let's colour in some stars. Don't worry if you go over the lines either. It doesn't really matter.
I love the colours.
I'll use some bright orange now. Ooh, that's really bright. That's like a fluorescent colour. See, I'm colouring in quite a lot of it, but you don't have to. You can always leave it in black and white if you want. Or just colour it with one colour. It doesn't have to be multicoloured at all. See, I keep stopping and having a look. Just trying to work out where I want to put the colours. Right, I'm going to sign my name. By Liz Ishon. There we are, all done. Take the paper out. And there you have it, your monster tote bag.
Make it! Let's make tinfoil spiders! You will need tinfoil, scissors.
Be careful with scissors.
That's right. Make sure you get an adult to help you. Paintbrushes and paint.
And the glue stick?
Not this time.
Oh, all right.
Thanks anyway. Fantastic. Let's get making. Roll out your foil and cut 3 long pieces about this size.
Be careful with scissors.
Good point. Take 2 of these pieces and fold them in half long ways, and then in half again. Scrunch the foil up and roll it into a long bumpy strip like this. Do the same with both strips. Cut both strips in half so you have 4 that are roughly the same length. Lay the 4 on top of each other in a fan like this. Take all 4 pieces and twist them round and round together like this to secure in place. Bring back the 3rd piece of tinfoil and use it to wrap around the legs to make the spider's body. Then squish and squeeze it into shape. Bend each of the legs up and then down to give them a spidery shape. You can use paint to give your spider a face, or make different colour spiders. You could use even more tinfoil to make a really huge spider. It's Liz. She writes and draws all the Tom Gates books.
Right now, I'm going to show you how to do a very short comic story.
Wow, now I am excited.
What I'm going to do first, you need to work out what the story is going to be. So I've taken a pencil, and you can see I've done some sketches. And I've just worked out a very simple story. So it involves Tom, Mr Fullerman and some doodling. And you can see I've just kind of like roughed it out very quickly just to get an idea of what picture goes in each box. You might need to do it a few times, but it doesn't matter. So I'm just putting this to one side. Next thing I'm going to do is fold my paper in half This is an A3 size piece of paper. You can do it on a smaller piece of paper if you want. That just gives me the middle. This is the bit where I'm cheating. So what I'm going to do is take my pencil and just rough out where the boxes are that I'm going to fill in for my story. Now I'm going to start my story. So it involves Tom doodling, of course. The story here is Tom's in class and he's doodling.
Amazing.
And we need to see what Tom's drawing. Hands are really tricky to draw. See, so I'm looking at my hand as I'm drawing that one. Mr Fullerman with a difference. So my story goes across and then down. Marcus is there. Say, Mr Fullerman. Marcus is desperate. He's going, Sir, Tom's drawing a funny picture. So I've just put little lines there so you can kind of tell he's saying something. So what I wanted to do was to show the picture of Tom's drawing that he's actually done. And then this is what Tom does. Before Mr Fullerman comes to see his drawing, he quickly turns it into something else. Quick thinking on Tom's part. So Mr Fullerman comes over and sees that Tom's just drawn a vase of flowers.
Wow, that's cool.
So now I'm going to take a slightly thicker pen. I'm just going to use this pen and just darken up some of the areas. Colour in his hair. Just add a little bit of shading. Just some shadows. So I'm just going to be very bold and use a nice thick pen. So let's have a look. So we've got Tom doodling, picture of Mr Fullerman. Marcus goes, Sir, Sir. Tom's doodling a picture of you. Mr Fullerman goes, what's going on? And quickly we see what Tom's actually drawn. And then quickly he changes it into something completely different. So Tom's out of trouble.
Love it.
So there you are, all done. A short comic story, just using pictures.
To make it. Let's make a Tom Gates Kite. You will need a piece of coloured paper, 2 sticks of different lengths, a ruler, a pen, some sticky tape and some string.
And a glue stick?
Sorry, we don't need a glue stick.
Oh, all right.
Awkward. Got all that? Let's get making. Take your sticks and lay them across one another like this. And snip off a length of string.
Be careful with scissors.
And tie the sticks together in the middle like this. Lay your piece of paper under the sticks and cut diagonally from edge to edge like this. Then at each point, fold the excess paper over like this. Then fold the rest of the paper over like this. Now stick it all together with your tape. Take another piece of string and tie it round the shorter stick like this. Then tie a really long piece of string to that. Turn your kite over and draw on any design you like. I'm going to doodle some bugs and monsters. You can add strips of coloured paper to your string to create some ribbons. Awesome! And there you have your very own Tom Gates Kite. You can use any colours or designs you like. All you need now is some wind. And off we go! Welcome!
School's out, raise a shout. All we wanna do is go and have some fun. Right now, hear the sound, run around, party till the day is done.
make a fish game. You will need some paper, a pencil, some felt tip pens, lots of colours, some scissors.
Be careful with scissors.
That's a very good point. And some drinking straws. Make sure they're ones you can recycle. Think of the real fish, guys. And some sticky tape.
And a glue stick?
Sorry, we don't need a glue stick.
Oh, all right.
Awkward. Fantastic. Let's get making. In the bottom half of your paper, draw a really simple fish like this. Oh, and don't forget to give it an eye, like this. Hello. Cut the paper in half.
Be careful with scissors.
Yes, good point. We will. Then trace over your first fish on the other half of your paper. Whoa! I know it's cool, isn't it? Skill. Right, now it's time to get colourful. Sketch a pattern on your fish and don't worry about going over the lines. Trust me, you'll see why. Then colour away with your pens. Minty green. Lemon yellow. You can do any pattern or colours you like. Just dive in. Make a splash. Then simply cut them out. See? Told you not to worry about going over the lines. Aren't they fantastic? Fold the tails up and back down like this. Take another piece of paper and draw a watery finish line. Tape it down on a floor or table. Each player gets a straw and the winner is the first to blow their fish over the finish line. You can make as many fish as you have friends, so everyone can play.